My name is Don Mottin. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. My first experience with hypnosis was back in 1972 in a place called Iwakuni, Japan. Now, I was in the Marine Corps and they were doing a demo of hypnosis. And I volunteered. He went through his hypnotic pattern and whatnot, and I came out and made a statement none of you have ever heard. Duh, I don't think I was hypnotized. He said, sure you were. We'll do it again. I said, I don't think you did that much the first time. So he hypnotized me again, and this time he ran the needle all the way through my arm. Now, I'm a skeptic, but that was enough to make a believer out of me. So I spent the year overseas, and I studied hypnosis. I came back stateside and took every class I could get my hands on. And then I did what most ex-Marines do. I joined the police department. Well, the police department found out I had initial training in hypnosis and began sending me through classes for forensic hypnosis. And so now I'm doing some therapeutic hypnosis, some forensic hypnosis, and here's the thing that took place. It told me I shouldn't be a cop. We were getting ready to do a drug bust, and I went to the lieutenant and I said, can I kick in the door? He said, well, we have to give them a chance to open. I said, no, but if they don't open it, can I kick in the door? He said, yes, you can kick in the door. So I had a good learning experience. Don't kick in a door if it's one of those hollow corridors, because I remember, open up, police! I went to kick in the door and my foot went all the way through the door. Now I'm laying there on the front porch, 3 o'clock in the morning, with my foot stuck in the door. I learned something about physics. Although it goes in, that doesn't mean it comes out. So I'm trying to pull my leg out, and I'm a visually orientated person, so I'm visualizing the drug guy in there with the chainsaw. And he's going to cut off my leg. Then I'd be known as Officer Nubby. So I thought, over the years, I thought maybe I should get away from the police department and start doing things in regards to hypnosis. My favorite thing in the world is to work with children. Children are bombarded now by good, bad, and different types of suggestions. They tend to form with their peer pressure. So we change things. One of the things we always liked to play in Missouri was a game called Roll Down the Hill game. Now, the only requirement for Roll Down the Hill, you have to have a hill. And what we would do, 3 or 4 of us would be at the top of the hill. We were about 8, 9 years old at the time. And you'd wait for a car to come by, and then you'd roll down the hill like you were hurt. Well, in Missouri, we didn't have a lot of things to do. And the objective was to get the car to stop to see if you were hurt. Now, keep in mind, this was before kids were being picked up and molested. So it was my turn. I rolled down the hill, and as I rolled down the hill, somebody threw out a whiskey bottle, and I rolled over the whiskey bottle, and it cut my leg wide open. So now the blood's pumping. Made Roll Down the Hill game look more realistic. And yet, when you're 9 years old and you're with your friends, peer pressure, can you feel pain? No. I was just like John Wayne, the Duke. So I'd go back up the hill, did this 3 or 4 times, and I finally told my friends, well, it's getting late. They said, yeah, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, I'm going to head home. And I learned something. The closer a child comes to the proximity of his mother, the more intense the pain becomes. So I'm walking home, and now I get to the steps, and I have to lift my leg up. And then finally, now the tears are pouring down. I open the door, my mom's there, and oh! She looked at the blood and she passed out. But the neat thing to realize, I didn't experience any pain or discomfort earlier simply because it wouldn't have made any sense. I couldn't show weakness. But it shows us how powerful peer pressure is for individuals. I have one daughter, and she's now grown. We have grandkids, but I remember taking off early every morning so I could drive her to school. And I drive her